Hello everyone, welcome back to Tinateach HTML. Today's lesson is going to be about ordered lists, a completely different type of data sets compared to unordered lists from our previous lesson. We'll be looking at how to do the syntax of ordered lists as well as, whatever CSS is involved and some basic styling. And then we'll be looking at control list counting and learning what it's all about. And last but not least, as we've learned previously, we can do nested lists with ordered lists as well. It doesn't have to be with unordered lists only. First off, let's take a look at the syntax, okay? The syntax is very simple. It follows the same logic with as unordered lists. So with unordered lists, you have U for unordered and then L for list, and it's the same with ordered list. You have O for ordered and L for list, and then within the ordered list tag you have li. Do you remember what li stands for? List items, item 1, 2, and 3, the ol tag up here and then the li tag down here, but then you can also have another ol tag that's within the first OL tag here, okay? And that's how you make a nested list. So we'll be looking into that a little bit deeper just in a bit. Let's look at the available attribute. We have one over here, which is called the type attribute. So if you remember, with unordered list, we have the list markers, which is just, these circles that precedes the data. So for ordered list, automatically we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's numbers by default, but you can certainly change that. And we have A with uppercase letters as the marker that precedes the data, or you can have it lowercase, so A, B, C, D. And you can certainly have uppercase Roman letters and lowercase Roman letters, okay? Now, with control list counting, it may sound a bit confusing, but really it's just, set the starting point of where the marker should be. So since ordered list goes with 1, 2, 3, and 4, what if I don't want to start at 1? What if I want to start at like 10 or 100 or 500 or so? You can certainly do that with the start attribute, and you just input the number, the first number that you want the ordered list to be in. So as you can see here, I have to start at 50, and the first item will not be item number 1, but it would be either item number 50, item number 51, and so on. And you don't have to be conscious with the type attribute when you set, ridiculous numbers with the start attribute, because they would follow and they would correspond to whatever you have in the start attribute. Here, as I've mentioned before, we have the original, the container, ordered list, and within ordered list, I have a list item of drinks, and underneath drinks, I have an option for soda. Now I want to list a bunch of options for soda as well. I can certainly put another ordered list just below this, make sure to, indent for it to be easier to understand and to see. And underneath this ordered list, I can have Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Fanta, whatever inside of the list items, and then I close the ordered list, and that is my nested list right there. Now, after you're finished with the ordered list, like the nested one, you can just move on about your day with the ordered list, this one up here that you haven't closed, okay? And you can certainly put nested list inside of nested list inside of the original list, and you can nest it as much as you want. So let's kickstart with an ordered list, and within this ordered list, I'm gonna have the style attribute of 1. So this is by default. You don't have to write this if you want the default, but I'm just going to go with it anyway for demonstration purposes. And for type 1, list item is cabbage, okay? Cabbage, and then cauliflower. We're just gonna go with vegetables today after all of the soda, the drinks, and the cake. And underneath cauliflower, I'm gonna have a nested list with type uppercase letter, and the starting value of 2, naturally. Yeah. And within this nested list, I'm going to have cabbage, the exact same. We're just going to use reuse variable values, cauliflower, and lettuce. Now let's get out of here and let's finish the last list item, which is lettuce. Now I'm going to add a line break down here. Now why do I do that? Ordered lists and unordered lists by themselves, they have their own automatic margins and paddings, but sometimes you may not like it. Maybe it's just a little bit too much padding, a little bit too much margin. And one of the ways that you can supplement margin and padding without using the default is by line breaks. So instead of typing margin and padding in CSS, I'm just gonna do a quick way of adding line breaks. And let's have another ordered list with lowercase letter and the starting value of 20. Cabbage. Underneath cabbage, let's have another nested list, with type Roman numbers, uppercase Roman. Starting value of 100 actually, because we already did 20 up here. List item, once again, cabbage, cauliflower, and whatnot. Cauliflower, lettuce. And underneath this lettuce thing, let's have another nested list. Type lowercase Roman letter. Starting value of 500. List item, cabbage, cauliflower, and lettuce. Now I'm just going to format this so it looks nicer. Okay. So this is what it looks like now. Okay, so it's giving me an error here. Do not use empty rule sets, and okay. So I made this mistake over here. It's not supposed to be style, it's type, my bad. Now let's get out of here and let's continue with cauliflower and lettuce. Okay. Let's do a little bit of styling. Now I'm gonna make the margin 0. And I'm gonna have the background color to be this color. And let's style the list item. Font size is, let's make it 10 pixel. Text decoration, let's have it underline. Okay, contrast to save. I think that's it, right? We have nested lists and demonstration of all of the list markers available. Okay, so this is what we're working with. As you can see, it's all been underlined. This is our first list with our nested list. 1, 2, 3, and we have A, B, C, D. As you can see, it doesn't start with A, it starts with B because of the start attribute. And down here, it's much the same. So that's it for ordered lists. Our next topic is going to be about description lists. Okay, that is the last list that we're going to look at before we move on to something else. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Learn today, better tomorrow. Goodbye.